Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Behind the Brand. My name is Daniel Dennis. I'm the president of Illustrated Properties. This is a series where we talk about our top producers. We talk to our top producers and have a conversation with them, have a cup of coffee or water, and we find out what makes them unique, what makes them the top sales associates in the industry. And today it's really exciting because we have a fantastic guest who's just really got an incredible journey from pizza delivery guy and baseball player to foreclosure specialist, and now is one of the premier top sales associates in all of South Florida, and maybe the premier builder in all of South Florida. And we're really excited to have Tony Hernandez here today with us. Tony, you excited to be here? Thanks for doing this.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
Yeah. Well, you have a lot of eyeballs on you. You have a lot of people that admire you, and you are as humble a guy as when you started. And that's the kind of thing that I think we want to that I want to highlight and understand a little bit more about. What drives you. So maybe just kind of start from the beginning. Tell me about your journey and how you got to this point, because it certainly was a journey of peaks and valleys.
That's life, right?
Yeah.
Peaks and valleys. But realistically, a wonderful woman is what got me here.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
I've been blessed to be married for 14 years.
Yeah.
I've been with her for 18 years. My beautiful wife, Kim.
Yeah.
She was going to Florida State, graduating with an engineering degree. I just finished playing minor league baseball, nothing great, farm league, right-handed pitcher. But I was delivering pizza, like you said, and she was graduating, and I was like, she was graduating, and I was like, man, this wonderful girl is going to leave me in the dust.
Yeah.
I better get my act together. So
You certainly did.
I went and got my real estate license and started hustling and figured I better make it work.
Yeah.
Because this one is the one.
How did you end up at Illustrated?
Well, after, let's see, about 6-7 years of working for 100% firm, because I was buying foreclosures at the foreclosure auction,
Right.
hustling, I transitioned from flipping into building, and then from that point, I knew that I needed a luxury brand. I needed somebody that had a big name in the business, and I wanted to transition into a powerhouse in the industry. So I was lucky enough to come in and make it onto the team.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, how did you, I think our area is one of those special, unique areas where people are constantly moving in. I read the other day that it was 900 people a day were moving into the state of Florida. And I feel like, half of them are, on PGA Boulevard right here in northern Palm Beach County, behind us with the traffic and everything else. But, with the traffic comes the positive things. And for you, it's the opportunity to build, probably the most spectacular real estate that you can walk into. Many of them are Tony Hernandez properties, and we're really proud of that. But talk about that opportunity and what drives you as you sit with a luxury buyer, a luxury someone that wants to build a home, and you identify what their needs are, and then you actually go out and execute it. Talk about that process.
Well, what I do is a little different than the other luxury builders. I'm trying to fill a gap. So at the end of the day, there's a lot of opportunities for people to go buy stuff. But new construction takes 3 years. Yeah. For someone to come in, identify a property, sit down with an architect, an engineer, interview builders, go through the building process. It's a 3-year process. So what I try to do is I try to make it fun and easy for all these people that are coming here every day that want a new house but don't want to go through the 3 years that it takes. So what I have done is I've gone out and identified some of the best properties that are on the water. I go out and buy them myself. I bulldoze them. I come up with a plan. My wife and I, we build it. I design every inch of it. We pick all the finishings. We wait till we have a certificate of occupancy. Then I stage it, and I'm lucky enough to be an agent here at Illustrated, and then I list it and go out and sell it. But at the end of the day, it has the CO in place. These folks get to walk right in, and they get to move in, and I'm selling time just as much as I'm selling a house. To somebody that's a 100 millionaire, a millionaire, or a billionaire,
They can't buy time. They can buy everything else.
They can buy anything.
Yeah.
But time is the most expensive commodity on planet Earth. For them to walk in and have it done, they may not like everything, and it doesn't hurt my feelings. But they can change that in a month or weeks, but they can't build the entire house. So I just ask a lot of questions throughout all the process of me selling all my other houses over the past 10, 20 years. And I listen. Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you add that? So over the years, I've just listened. And people don't realize that selling is 90% listening.
Yeah.
If you listen, people will tell you what they want, what they need, where they need to go, why they're really moving here. It's not usually a house. It's always something deeper. There's a reason behind it. A school, a team, a family. And if you get down to the real reason, the why, if you listen, they'll tell you where to go. And then you just offer it. It's got to be nice. You got to, one thing that I've done that's a little different is everything that I do, I lead with good. I don't worry about myself. I don't worry about money. Everything I do is good. I always say, as us realtors, we're just professional dot connectors. Yeah. And if we just worry about connecting dots and doing good, money will follow.
Yeah. Well, I want you to hit on this, and because I think it's a lesson, regardless of whether you're in the real estate business or you're in the manufacturing business or you come from Wall Street or whatever. One of the things that your reputation precedes you with regard to doing what I call operating with a mindset of abundance, meaning you want a win-win. And of course, I've seen that as you are talking to customers at open houses and you're talking through the details. And you were telling me a story. We had a small tornado that hit here recently, and you were showing one of your properties during the tornado. Luckily, it didn't go directly over you, and it gave you an opportunity to accentuate the things that were unique about your property and some of the safety things and the custom thought that went into every detail in the home. But talk about that win-win, and I guess we could all be in a very litigious situation where there's a win-lose, and one guy's gonna get a leg up, and the other guy's gonna make a whole lot of money, but you're always looking for the win-win. And talk about that mindset and how it drives you every day.
People aren't stupid, so if you're just extremely honest and you just wear everything on your cuff and you just really let good be your compass and you just know that you're always doing everything from good, everybody else will know that you're a good guy or a good girl. And they're not worried that you're just out for yourself. People can tell when you're out for yourself. It's very obvious. And if you do it with a genuine feeling like, hey, I'm here to really help you. People don't realize how much money is out there. We are so lucky to live in Palm Beach County, Florida. For some reason, this is a magnet to money. Yeah. It really is. And if you don't really worry about the money, but you worry about doing good and being good and helping, just be a good person. Just always do good. It's ridiculous how easy it leads you into abundance, like you were saying. So when I walk into a situation, I don't think about myself. I see things through other people's eyes. When I negotiate, I see things through other people's eyes. When I walk through a house, I ask the questions to the buyers to see things through their eyes. Because if I'm only worried about myself, selling my one listing, selling my one house, I'm going to miss the obvious thing that they're telling me. And if you listen and if you're just trying to do good, the times I've made the most money is when I was not trying to make money and I was trying to connect the dots. And I was like,
take care of the customer. Take care of them.
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing. Yeah.
That's it. So if you're always focused on doing the right thing and doing good, when you ask to make money, nobody's ever upset. Yeah. So if you're always doing good and you're connecting the dots, half the time you make money, half the time you don't. It's not about the money, but if you're always doing good, when it's time to make money, nobody's upset. For instance, I'll walk through a house with somebody and I'll say, I bought the lot for $2.5 million. I built the house for $3.5 million. I'm selling it to you for $10 million. I made a couple $1 million. Yeah. but I'm never going to ask you for any more money.
Right.
And I'm going to always be here.
Yeah.
They respect that. They're not stupid. They didn't get to buying a $10 million house from other people not making money. They respect that fact. And then all of a sudden down the road, they're like, you need another business partner. So it's be honest, be good, do the right thing. And it'll snowball into a beautiful thing down the road of more good.
Yeah. Well, we've got as you know, we've got a saying at Illustrated that we want to operate with a people first default, which means, if we have that difficult transaction, if we have that difficult situation, we have a personnel issue, whatever it is, usually when you don't know what to do, take care of the person, and it's all going to work itself out. And we'll make a little money on the back end. There's nothing, if we do a great job and take care of people, as you say, then the profit will come, and we'll all feel better about it in the process. So, you going back and thinking about your history and going from you were in the REO boom back in the 2008, 9, it was ugly. Those were ugly days.
Tough days.
We had distressed subdivisions, all over the place, and Wall Street was a mess, and everything else was a mess. What's one of the things that if you could go back in time and talk to your younger self, that you would explain to that younger Tony Hernandez?
I would tell him everything's going to be okay. And it's funny because I need to tell myself that today. Everything's going to be okay. Trust the process.
Yeah.
Trust yourself.
Yeah.
Everything, you work hard, you do the right thing, and the process is work.
Yeah.
We've done it in the past. We are going to continue to do it. People are going to keep moving here. We live in a wonderful place. It's another thing I would tell myself is just because you grew up with no money doesn't mean that everybody doesn't have money. There's so much money out there that's coming here, that is here. This is Palm Beach County. I mean, you can't turn around and not see a Ferrari, a Lambo. It's a wonderful place. I had one of my houses and I rented it to the third baseman for the Houston Astros while he was here for the short season. I mean, it's just, we live in a crazy place that is just different than anywhere else in the world. So we have opportunities that not a lot of people have. So everything is going to be okay. If you believe it and you hustle and you do good things are going to happen.
Well, we appreciate learning from you and admiring your entrepreneurial spirit and your people first default that you operate with, and really, really grateful for you representing Illustrated, and really excited for all the property you've got listings on the market, and you've got new construction coming up, and we're really, really excited about what's going to happen the rest of this year and then beyond. Thank you, Tony.
Proud to
Appreciate
be
it.
here. Happy to be part of the team. Excited for big year for all of us, and very happy. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you.
Thanks.